Good evening. I'm Georgia Peckham.
I am Nikki Williams.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacob Haig.
And I'm Clay Williams. Welcome to GNGN, your good news global network for your nightly news. It has been another wonderful day.
I couldn't agree more, Clay. You could even call it paradise.
Actually, we do.
Let's go to Ethan for the latest weather report. I spent the day in a hammock. What does tomorrow hold, Ethan?
We have some wonderful weather in store. It looks like it will be perfect.
Thanks for that report, Ethan. We're looking to another great day tomorrow.
Now let's go to Henry for the local traffic report. Henry, how do things look?
The traffic is good, but the bison are on the move.
Thanks, Henry. We'll keep an eye out for those buffalo.
Joining us in the studio tonight, we have the Neef brothers, Jake, Corny, and John. We invited them this evening because we have uncovered a video from a circuit assembly of an interview with the Neef brothers. Let's watch the interview together.
Well, friends, now we're very excited to talk with three of our brothers who have been serving Jehovah for many years. And the reason we want to talk to them is they have been able to rely on Jehovah throughout their life. So first, Brother Neef, John, we'd like to ask you, how long have you been serving Jehovah?
See, most of 75 years.
Wow, very good. And what about you, Brother Neef? Jake, how long have you been a worshiper of Jehovah?
Well, I was baptized in 1948, so if you add up the numbers, that comes out to 67 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. And Corny, how about you?
I was also baptized in 1948, and I left. I wasn't in the truth for several years, and all told, I've got about 30 years in the truth.
I see. Wow, what a spiritual heritage. So, John, we'd like to ask you also, what challenges have you had to overcome so that you could stay active in the ministry?
Well, it was kind of a hard time because during World War II I was in the lower grades, and of course that flag salute issue came up, and then we moved from one farm to another, and that made it even worse. But ironically, the school board met to determine whether we were going to be expelled or not, and of all things, the neighbor that was a Legionnaire, and he stood up and he says, "My son is in the war, and I was in World War I, and my son's gone right now." He says, "Them kids are going to go to school." He said, "If I got to go pick them up and take them."
Sure, yeah, that would have been very challenging. Thank you for mentioning that. What about you, Jake? What challenges would you say you've had to overcome to stay active in the ministry?
When I became draft eligible back in the 40s during the Korean War, I was facing 4 years in prison, and all I could think about was how am I going to go to the meetings and how am I going to get any field service time in. But as it turned out, I didn't have to go, so that was one major challenge I had. Another challenge that I had was later in life when my wife and I were both married. When we were married, and I had a real good paying job. As a matter of fact, twice this happened. I had a good paying job. I had to quit because of a shift change where they would have put me on a shift where I would have missed all of my meetings and a field service. And so I was married with my wife and 3 children, so the challenge was finding something that I could keep on and being in the ministry at all times. And it worked out okay. I found a job. Maybe it didn't pay as much as it did before, but we made it.
And also, Corny, we'd like to ask you the same. What sort of challenges have you had to overcome to stay serving Jehovah faithfully?
When I come back in the truth here about 7 years ago, I had quite a little bit of problem with an unbelieving child. And we've got that now corrected, so we don't have a problem with that anymore.
I see. Very good. Well, John, we'd like to ask you another question. What are you looking forward
the resurrection, because I have a family I'm waiting to see, and my parents are gone too, and a lot of good friends, and so and the baby was real small when they had the accident. So I'll be a daddy again in the new system.
So forth. Wow, that'll be wonderful. And Jake, we want to ask you the same thing. What are you looking forward to in paradise?
I think one of the things I'm really looking forward to is being young again, having good health, getting rid of my glasses and false teeth and hearing aids, and having lots of energy, and learning new building trades, and hopefully taking assignments in different parts of the world. If that's what we're going to be doing, rebuilding the earth. I want to be part of that. Getting acquainted with some of the ancient witnesses like Noah, for instance, and his family, and see what it was like back at their time. And I'm also looking forward to welcoming back my parents and some of the family that I have never known in the resurrection.
We know you'll do good at that. And Corny, we're going to ask you the same thing. What are you looking forward to in paradise?
I too look forward to better health and getting rid of some of the artificial things in my body and getting them replaced with the real thing again. And also, I look forward to the peaceful and joyful life with all my brothers and sisters there. And two, I certainly look forward to the fact that I can help refurbish the earth back into a paradise condition.
Very good. Well, thank you, brothers. We appreciate your comments very much. It's certainly helped us to see the faith that you've shown Jehovah throughout the years, and it's given us a good example. Thank you very much.
Well, brothers, honestly, this is a very big privilege for me because, as you remember, many years ago, we got to have this discussion on an assembly about what you look forward to in paradise, and here we are. So I was hoping that we could ask you a few new questions about things in paradise. So first of all, maybe we could talk with you, John. How are things different for you now?
Well, I've got a lot more energy than I used to have, probably because I'm able to sleep at night now. It's nice to know that we're not going to grow old anymore, so that's a huge relief. It's peaceful to know that. The food is great. Really enjoying that and enjoying the surroundings that are here. I like that I've got a really nice house and gardens and able to take care of those much better than I was before. Climate is perfect. I love not having the cold winters that we used to have. So that's quite different.
We can all be thankful for that. So what about you, Jake? What things are different for you now in paradise?
Well, I wake up every morning and I feel great. I feel like I did when I was 30 years old. Every day I look forward to whatever new assignment I've been given toward rebuilding the earth into a paradise. And it's such a pleasure to work in ideal weather conditions. And everyone is in such a happy, joyful mood.
For sure. I was going to say you look more like 26. And well, what about you, Corny? What things are different for you now?
My days are wonderful. I feel good. There's no Satan, the devil in the world to deal with and all the suffering that brings. The world is filled with peace and love and unity.
Well, thank you for sharing that. We appreciate that. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, brothers, is what kind of things are you looking forward to learning now that you're in paradise? So maybe we could start with you, John. What sort of things are you looking forward to learning?
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing my wife Betty and my son Jimmy again, and my parents Jacob and Henrietta. That's probably what I'm looking forward to the most, but also meeting my grandparents and great-grandparents. That's going to be exciting as well. And I'm looking forward to learning about nature and to what extent I'm going to be able to use my mechanical abilities in the building work. I want to really find out about that. And since I've worked on cars all my life, I'm really interested in what kind of transportation we're going to have.
I thought you might say that. And what about you, Jake? What are you looking forward to learning?
Well, I'd like to learn or ask Noah what conditions were like just before the flood. And I'd like to learn how to play a lot of different musical instruments. And I'd like to learn how to make really nice furniture for the new house that I'm going to build.
Oh, that'll be great. And Corny, what about you? What are you looking forward to learning?
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing my parents again. Also, having more scrolls opened and learning what Jehovah has in store for us in the future. Having my full memory back and growing to perfection.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. This was a big treat for me, seeing that we got to have this so many years ago, and now we have so many beautiful things to look forward to. Thank you, brothers.
What a wonderful interview. I'm so glad we have these archived videos. Let's go to our test kitchen where we find Millie, Hannah, and Caitlin. Hi girls, what's smelling so good tonight?
Hi, Nikki. We have a great recipe for muffins. You could add any kind of fruit you like.
This was one that my great-grandmother gave my grandma. It's Hawaiian banana muffins. You need 1/4 cup sifted flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of vegetable shortening, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of banana puree, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 2 eggs. Hannah, can you tell us how to get that together?
Sure. First, you sift the dry ingredients, combine shortening with the dry ingredients, add beaten eggs and bananas. Don't overmix the grease and flour. You need a cupcake pan. Bake at 350 degrees, and it will only take 20 to 25 minutes.
When you're finished, they'll look like these. Here, Caitlin, try one.
Now we will share a recipe for the most delicious, refreshing drink. It's strawberry lemonade. First, you make a simple syrup by combining 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of water in a saucepan. Heat until completely dissolved. Let cool. In a large pitcher, puree 1 pint of fresh strawberries. With a 1/2 cup of water. In a large pitcher, after the strawberries, combine a simple syrup, and then you add a cup of lemon juice. Then add 4 to 6 cups of water. And just remember, it doesn't take as much food as it used to because the flavor is so intense.
These recipes are available to all friends. If you are interested, contact GNGN and ask for our recipes from today's segment.
Millie, Hannah, and Caitlin, we can't wait to try out your new recipes. Aren't you taking some treats over to the people working in the desert this afternoon?
Yes, we're taking our mobile kitchen to the desert later today to prep for tomorrow's volunteers.
That's great. They will enjoy that. Now this is making me hungry. I think I'd like that job too.
I agree, Georgia. I could cook all day and eat the efforts of my labor.
Since we're talking about food, let's talk with Emma, Joelle, and Abby. They're in the greenhouse. Let's see what they're up to.
Hi, Georgia. Thanks for letting us join your program tonight. We have some wonderful gardening tips for our audience. We have a wonderful way to reuse tires. Just fill them with compost dirt and plant tomatoes in them. Don't forget to add rain to hold the plants up, because they will be loaded with the most delicious tomatoes you ever eaten. Even Candace would like those. Earth, water, and air are clean now, but in some areas soil still needs to be improved. So today's tip is composting. After creating our delicious recipes for the earlier segment, you take your lemon peel, strawberry scraps, and add them to your dirt. These will break down and improve the quality of your soil.
Wow, those are some great tips, but I doubt she'll like them. Can't wait to try them in my own garden. So, Clay, how does your garden grow?
It doesn't. Thank Jehovah, I've been given a different assignment. In other news, Penny is joining us tonight. She has recently interviewed Noah. Let's see what questions she had asked him.
Thanks, Clay. I'm so glad I get to do this interview. Noah saw Jehovah pass judgment on the wicked people just like we did. Noah, how did it feel when Jehovah closed the door to the ark and you could hear people screaming and crying as the floodwaters began to rise?
Wow. Well, it was really very eerie when people realized that they had been given a chance for life, and all they had to do was worship Jehovah and get into the ark, and yet they chose not to. It was too late for them.
You and your family did just what Jehovah told you to do, and you survived the destruction that Jehovah brought on the ungodly world. How did it feel when Jehovah opened the door to the ark and you stepped out and saw the beautiful rainbow?
Well, Penny, it was amazing to step out onto the cleansed earth. It smelled so new. And to go forth in the earth with our children and their children, it was quite a privilege. But sadly, it didn't take long for wickedness to show up again.
How does it feel now to find yourself again in a world where wickedness is nowhere to be found, and only righteousness and peace exist in a world filled with people who love Jehovah?
Well, it's been a real cultural shock. I've never been surrounded by so many worshipers of Jehovah. It's an amazing privilege to meet my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. I am, however, a little surprised that not one of them looks like me.
Thank you, Penny. It was exciting to hear from Noah. What a fine example he was for us in showing Jehovah obedience. On the fashion front, Jehovah has not yet allowed all of us to go unclothed as of yet. However, many continue to pray. Georgia will cover this story.
Our fashion correspondents, Cassie and Tiana, are standing by with the latest fashion tips for us.
Hi, Georgia. We are having a showing later this week with the latest resurrection fashions. As you can see, nothing is out of fashion.
We are also announcing at this time some upcoming sewing classes with Sister Joanne Neef and Simone DeVore and Pammy Crusoe. They're all so talented, we should learn a lot from them.
Owen and Braden stopped by with a list of upcoming classes to talk about.
Hi everyone, I'm Owen Hostler, and we have some exciting classes today. We have horseback riding, camel riding, and drafts. And after we do all that, we're going to go learn to swim. And when we learn to swim, we're going to go to the ocean to swim with the sharks.
Hi everyone, I'm Braden Hostler. We hope you will take advantage of these upcoming classes. Raven Hutchinson will teach the kids how to make vegetable lasagna. Sounds yummy. There will be a quilting class with Sue and Candace Williams, bird watching with Heidi and Sylvia Patterson. Amanda Klein will be doing arts and crafts with natural materials that we find on our nature field trips. Shane Peckham, Tana Austin, and Crystal Blizzard will be showing us how to take some great photos. Linda Deitch will teach us how to arrange those beautiful flowers that are growing everywhere. Since we are growing towards perfection, Marilyn Wickenkamp will teach us how to keep our renewed bodies in shape.
Can't wait to take one of those classes. Jacob, Who do you have in the chair next to you?
I have Connor Robertson with me tonight. We're going to discuss some of the newest technology. Sir Isaac Newton and Thomas Edison have been working alongside local engineers Jay Williams and Joe Stock to increase the efficiency of green energy technology, including the spherical sun power generator and the flying wind farms. Connor Robertson has the latest in robotics.
That's right, Jacob. There are also engineering in the field of robotics that computer programmers Brothers Scott and Jerry Williams and David Klein have designed to remove and recycle leftover junk from the days of destruction. You should see them. Very impressive. Also in the works are hovercrafts that use hydrogen fuel cells. These hovercrafts do not damage the terrain and will operate over any surface. They are also working on an engine that runs on water. Exciting stuff, Jacob.
Let's check in with Ethan to see if there are any changes in the forecast.
Everything looks good. It looks like the breezy part of the day will be at 3 o'clock.
Thanks again, Ethan. We have had some questions come in regarding the closing of prisons, hospitals, nursing homes, and insane asylums. We have learned that these buildings are being remodeled by our very talented brothers and sisters on the former RBC Design Committee, and will be turned into transitional housing for the newly resurrected ones while their houses are being built.
Thanks, Nikki. That story leads us to our construction segment with Joshua.
Never has so much construction gone on with so little destruction. With political and national boundaries down, we can unite with our brothers to import and export amazing materials from all over the world. One aim of the home construction crew is to continue to help everyone to have a new and modest home that is comfortable to live in. What we once called eco-friendly green building strategies are now status quo. Volunteers have been pouring in like the crossing of the Red Sea. The self-sacrificing love for our brothers have been similar to the volunteer spirit since we were constructing the Old World headquarters in Warwick, New York. Volunteers are still needed in the Delta Quadrant, as well as the Paradise Cove, known in the Old World as the Middle East.
Those would be exciting assignments. May Jehovah's blessings surround those volunteers. Let's switch gears a little and talk with the Batista sisters about how the teaching work is going. Hopefully they have some good experiences for us.
Thanks, Nikki. The teaching work here centers on teaching the newly resurrected ones the truth they missed out in the old world. I had a chance to interview Napoleon Bonaparte. At one time, he was known as perhaps the greatest strategic mind in the old system of things. I asked him to tell us how he came to learn war no more. He related the following. He was born to a Catholic family in Corsica, which is located in Italy and France. Napoleon's father was a lawyer and wanted to get him a higher education. His favorite classes were math and geography, but the school he attended made him a man of war. I asked what goals he had at the time. He said he thought that he could provide unity and justice for the people, so he implemented the Napoleonic Code, which contained a new set of laws. I then asked Napoleon what some of his former religious beliefs were. He shared with me something that had bothered him greatly. It was the teaching of eternal condemnation and fiery hell. Napoleon couldn't understand why a living God would punish people forever. He was also confused between deism, Judaism, and Islamic ideas. He was overjoyed to have learned the truth about God's purpose on the earth. He is relieved to know the reason he was not successful in trying to provide unity and justice. Only Jehovah has the power and authority to rule over mankind. Napoleon is now feeling very privileged for the opportunity he has been given to get to know Jehovah and serve him forever. I encourage you all to meet him. He is really one of the nicest, most gentlest men I've ever met.
Thank you, Batista sisters, for that short introduction to our new friend. Next, an interview with Nathan Sumner. Nathan, you've been away for a while. Can you tell us what you've been up to?
I've been on a bike tour through the continent formerly known as Northern Africa. It's been very exciting getting together with all the brothers and sisters I met in the old system of things and seeing them again. Our cycling group has now grown over to 12,000 strong. Some exciting new technologies also to report. The new bicycles are being made of bamboo, and the tires are made of tree sap, which allows for excellent stability and support.
Are there any plans for cycling in the future?
Yes, there are some things in the works. There are some plans to go to the newly thawed Antarctic. The anticipation and the climate are really starting to heat up.
Turning now to Journey Austin, another traveler of the new system. I hear there's something new in the world of fish.
Hi Jake, we have just returned from a trip to the ocean where I got to swim with sharks and whales. It was so amazing I could almost imagine Jonah getting swallowed by that huge fish. While we were on our trip, we got news that our favorite pastime, fishing, got revived with a new catch and release element. You don't even need the hook. The fish just grab onto the line and let you reel them in and then splash away when you let them go. Can't wait to find a new cane pole and go fishing with brothers Dietrich, Wedekind, Moore, Kruko, Worley, and even Jonah himself. This is Journey signing off. Back to you, Jake.
Thanks, Journey. Call me again when you go again. Let's stay with the sports theme and go to Corgan, Finney, and Braden. What's up, guys?
We just spent the day playing an exciting game of pitching tag when we keep the ball. Petunia has also enjoyed the game, stealing the ball at every opportunity, making it difficult for players. New signs in the park were installed. They read, "Do not feed the bears unless you want a pet. These guys will go home with you." Did you notice Dwight Kennedy and Joe Dyke battling it out with renewed strength and energy? Wave to the camera, brothers. Go Dwight. Go Joe. Turning it back to you, Jake.
Thanks, Corgan, Finney, and Braden. Hopefully the next time you play, I'll be able to come and join the fun. Over to you, Clay.
I have Desmond with me tonight. He had spent a wonderful few days with Ludwig von Beethoven. Fill us in on your time with him, Desmond.
It was very interesting. I learned that Ludwig had many difficult struggles during his life. He lost his mother in death and suffered from severe depression. On top of that, he lost his hearing and couldn't even hear his own music. It was devastating for him. He said that all those years pursuing a lucrative career in music felt like chasing after the wind. I asked him how he was feeling now after the shock of being resurrected. He said that he was so grateful to Jehovah for allowing him to see his mother again. He now has a great relationship with his father, and he can now hear and enjoy the music he wrote, which he has said was totally different than what he thought it sounded like. I asked him, since he could hear, what was his favorite song that he made. His favorite song now is this one.
Just see yourself, just see me too, just see us all in a world that is new. Think how you'll feel, how it will be, to live in peace, to be truly free.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sister Mary Deitch is going to be giving piano lessons. I can't wait to start my lessons with her.
Thanks, Desi. What a great way to spend a few days. Georgia, what's up next?
First, let's check with Henry for the latest traffic, and then we will go to Ethan for the latest weather.
The person around the highway. Expect delays.
I talked to Noah. He thinks it's going to rain. I assure him there will be no flooding.
Thanks for the update, guys. Let's go to Matthew for some exciting news from the animal world.
Since many of the animals were named in the old system and have negative reputations, it's been important to change them. So now the poison dart frog is named the blue dart frog. Now the killer whale is now the tuxedo whale. The vampire bat is now the fangtooth bat. The black widow spider is now the hourglass spider. And finally, the king cobra is now the hooded cobra. But that's just a name.
That is great news, Matthew. Wouldn't it have been a great new job, Nikki?
It would be really fun to get up so close and personal with them. Since Millie and Hannah and Caitlin were taking the mobile kitchen out to the desert work site, let's see if they've arrived yet. Carly and Carson, are they there?
I just heard that they're on their way. Can't wait for a great treat. In the meantime, let us tell you about what's going on in the background. As you can see behind me is the fulfillment of Isaiah 35:1. The desert plain will be joyful and blossom as a saffron. Well, the soybeans are looking great.
It fills us with joy to be able to cultivate the desert and see prophecy right before our eyes. It's a beautiful and enjoyable work. Back to you.
Thanks so much for the update. It sounds so beautiful. I'll have to make sure I plan a trip so I can see the transformation.
Speaking of transformations, let's talk with some of our local artists, Britton and Alexis. What's new in the art world, guys?
Hi, I'm Alexis Hutchinson, and I'm here with Brother Van Gogh. We're looking at some of my latest creations. This one is Rare Petunia, our resident favorite. I'm here. So, Mr. Van Gogh, how do you like living here in the paradise?
Well, it's really exciting, and everybody's been helping me get up to speed. A lot's happened since I died, so it's been really helpful. People explaining to me really all the things that I missed, but it's also very calm and relaxing, which I like as well.
How are you enjoying painting here?
Oh, I like the painting. I did a lot of that before. Maybe some of you know that, and I guess some of my paintings became quite valuable after I was gone. But I'm getting better at it too. They say it's because I'm perfect now, I guess. So that's really helped in my painting. I'm enjoying it a lot.
What's wrong?
Well, it's nice to have my ear back. That's another thing that I lost some time back, and I guess that's part of the perfection thing I've been hearing about. And so I'm glad to have my ear back again.
I'm sure it is. Van Gogh, Mr. Van Gogh, we'll be painting a mural next week at the new assembly hall. Would you be able to come and help?
I would love to. That'd be fun.
Hey guys, Britton here. I'm so excited. I'm boarded on one of the newly constructed hyper rails, and I'm going to the Swiss Alps. I'll be there in about an hour. So it was recently discovered that a new species of bear is in the Swiss Alps, so I wanted to travel there and capture one and its beautiful surroundings in paint. I'll be back tomorrow to show you the finished product. But until then, this is Britton reporting for GNGN, the Good News Global Network.
Great job, girls. Let's take our cameras to a new cleanup site, the junkyard located on the north side of Newton. Logan and Tommy are there. Has the work begun yet?
Yes, Jacob. We don't know exactly what Jehovah's plans are to do with the site, but the direction that we received is to clean it up. It'll be unrecognizable.
Joe says safety first.
Thanks, guys. I don't know about you. I hope it's a new Japanese-style garden with koi ponds and bonsai trees. What a great place for Bible meditation and prayer.
Here, I was hoping for a local Penny's pastry shop. We'll have to see what Jehovah has in store. Next is our travel segment. I heard that Christian and Garrett are back from their latest travels. Let's check in with them. How are your travels, guys?
Hi, Georgia. It was great. We just got back from the area formerly known as Zanzibar. Jehovah has not yet renamed the island, but it is gorgeous. There are many false religious ruins that are being cleaned up by the cleaning crews. The local brothers are arranging that now. Jehovah truly outdid himself on this island, and it was difficult to leave, Jordan.
Also, another place Jehovah sent us to spy out the area north of that. We were to check on the animal population in those areas that were severely poached almost to the point of extinction. We were especially focused on the black rhino and the African elephant. I'm happy to report that the population is looking good here.
I heard that Wyatt and Asher were with you on your travels. Wyatt, what did you and Asher do on your trip?
Yes, they were. In fact, they're still with us now. Let me bring them in.
We have been visiting old zoos. They are now being used as a special care facility for some of the animals that were in danger, such as the Siberian tiger, the African elephant, and the black rhinos. We were just talking about. They are returning to safe populations now, and many are being released from these facilities worldwide. Gonna get about the dodo birds because they're making a comeback.
That is great news, guys. Thanks for that report. Let's go one last time tonight for weather. Ethan, take it away.
This afternoon, snow is expected in the mountains for all of you skiers and boarders. For the long-term forecast, this week it will be perfect, next week perfect, and next month perfect.
We have saved the best for last tonight. We're calling it the Resurrection Report. To start off, one of the most recent resurrections was of the faithful man Job, who has been reunited with his 14 sons and 6 daughters. Additionally, David was there to welcome back his close friend Jonathan. I know they'll have a lot to catch up on as they learn about everything that has transpired since they fell asleep at death. And locally, we have heard that Russell Swain is being reunited with his family. Jerry Waters is currently staying with his old friends John and Julie Neef. Dean Hotman has also been reunited with his family. There were a lot of Hotmans awaiting there to meet him. And Larry DeVore has been reunited with his family. Sherry Banwell, Dorothy and Bob Mordock, Virginia McDaniels, Alberta Redmond, Roger and Dorothy Gideon are all anticipating the building of their new homes and meeting old friends again. Last but not least, Susie and baby Adalissa Wedeking have been reunited with Jean and Daphne, Melissa, and their families, and they are enjoying spending time once again as a whole family. There is much joy and happy tears. I know I can't wait to meet them all and learn firsthand about the support they received from Jehovah during their lifetime. If you personally know of anyone who has recently been resurrected, please contact us or notify your local body of elders so that arrangements can be made for housing and their Bible studies. Please remember that the newly resurrected ones will not be familiar with our dress and way of speech, so be prepared to be patient, but please take the time to sit and talk with them.
All will enjoy as we sing of God's glory. Long as we live, we will give to God our Maker thanks. Sing out with joy of heart. You too can have a part. Live for the day when you'll say, life without end. And last, la 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 la
Those are great reminders, Clay. Well, that's it for tonight. Tune in tomorrow night as we bring you the latest news. We'll be talking about working with precious stones and metals. Reporting from GNGN, your Good News Global Network. For Georgia, Jacob, and Clay, this is Nikki saying goodnight. See you next time.
Okay, you ready to try? Okay, smile. This is fun.
Are we done? Okay, right your glasses. Yeah, he's going. Go. Because we're going to put that in a blooper. Blooper, blooper. All right. Ready?
Hi, Joe. The hair combs. Where's the combs at, Candace?
All right, we're good. Go for it.
All right, can I see the prop girls? How are they, Caitlin? Remember to talk loud enough for the camera to pick it up.
Are you ready? Asher, what are you supposed to say?
I'm gonna get him at the dodo birds because they're making a comeback. Mason.
Hold on just a second.
Pretend you're gonna yell at Alexis.
Yeah.
The bison are on the highway. Or like you're saying a loud That's it.
Every time I looked over here at the light, Penny, I looked back at the sheet, I couldn't see anything for like 10 seconds. So if I like,
Good pausing,
I mean, I can read, it just I couldn't see.
You did fine.
You're here out here that we can see. Could you just keep playing? That's great. That's great. Okay. Is your little fan there turned on?
The floor fan does pretty good. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, let's hear it.
Oh.
All right, we're ready whenever you
That at
guys
least
are.
will.
Who goes first?
Which one goes
Let's
first?
let's do the little one first.
Okay. Do I say I start in?
Yeah, just
Okay.
something. Like the voice of so. Should we?
done.
Yeah, let's do it one more time. And then, I know you're getting sweatier by the moment.
Am I? Oh, great. It's already showing.
Can you remove the glisten?
Am I shining?
And Ethan couldn't say perfect.
Brother Matt, look at the other camera.
Yes.
All right, we're ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Just don't stand any taller. Don't get on your tippy
One
toes.
of these days I'll probably get shorter.
So, Jake, how?
Right over here. Now turn and look at the camera.
So this says safety first.
Good job. Good job.
Oh, like floss. That was floss. One take. Wow.
Hold on, don't leave. I gotta take a picture. You guys can do whatever you want. You can look serious or you can look silly. You can do whatever you want.
Pretend like you like them.
All right.
On the fashion front, Jehovah has not yet allowed for all to live unclothed. However, many continue to pray. Jehovah will.
No, yeah, start your part over. All right.
Speaking of transformations, let's talk with some of our local artists, Britton and Alexis. What's new in the art world, guys?
Great gob. Great gob. I did that last time too. Great gob.
Great gob.
Great gob churros.
Oh.
Assembly part.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, I'll edit it all out later.
We're having bloopers, so.
There'll be a blooper.
Oh, we're going? Okay. Still good?
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Do you think you can say it all at the same time? Okay. Everything looks good, and the breezy part of the day will be at 3.
Everything looks good. It looks like the breezy part of the day will be at 3.
Good
You
job.
want to do it one more time?
Can you do it one more time?
It's just a little bit higher, so you're not looking down so much.
And no picking your nose on film.
We'll just.
It's a
fulfillment of Isaiah 35:1.
It's okay. We need a blooper with you guys in it too.
The desert plain will be
Closer to you.
Yeah, stand closer to each other. That'll help too, because that'll make the shadow less.
No, don't touch
Let's just.
We can play a
I think
little
his
bit
is going to actually blue
that.
screen the best. That looks sharp.
He meant the picture, Desmond, not you.
He means you.
I'm just nice.
That's right, Jacob. There are also engineering in the field of robotics that computer programmers, brothers Scott and Jerry Williams and David Klein, have designed to remove and recycle leftover junk from the days of destruction.
Boarded on one of the newly constructed hyperrails. I've been, I messed up.
That's okay.
I messed up, Dad.
You're, huh?
Let me try again.
Oh, yeah, you can't. I just realized you can't hear me. You did fine. Keep going. You can just start over. I can clip it out wherever's good.
Hi guys, I'm headed to the Swiss Alps.
Hi, guys. Yeah, there you go. That's what you do. All right.
Wickedness is nowhere to be found, and only righteousness and peace exist in a world where
Just go like this. Bloopers, bloopers, bloopers. And then start again. Say it.
No.
Do it. It's for the bloopers.
We're gonna show it.
Bloopers. It'll be at the end with all the funny stuff.
All right, start again.
And hopefully taking assignments in different parts of the world. If that's what we're going to be doing, rebuilding the earth. I want to be part of that. Getting acquainted with some of the ancient witnesses, like Noah, for instance, and his family.
Coming later this week with the latest resurrection fashions. As you can see, nothing is out of fashion.
I thought she had that part not done. Okay, I'm sorry.
Reading.
All this stuff is heavy and hot.
It is hot up here. The anchors were up there for like 2 hours yesterday. It was a lot. Oh, I just knocked into your things.
It's okay when they're not doing anything.
Okay. Is it still okay?
Yeah, it's still fine.
Okay.
That's all right, sweetheart.
Okay, let's do it again.
Everybody needs a blooper.
I could move it.
There you go.
Hey Jake, we are here on a large meadow green between some of our newest homes. We just spent the day playing an exciting game of pitching catch.
Go Dwight! Let's do it!
Come on, Brady.
I need you to be a big boy.
All you're gonna say is yay.
Say Dwight! Don't say ready. Go 1, 2, 3. Yay, Dwight!
Finny!
All right, so Brayden doesn't want a cupcake.
Just see yourself. Just see me too. Just see us all in a world that is new. Think how you'll feel, how it will be to live in peace, to be truly free. Now, please take time to talk to them. Good job, Clay. Good job. Thank you. It's so hot.
Are you alright? Are you practicing your happy tears?
Stop it, Grandpa.
This don't produce any
Right?
heat.
It's not gonna help if his ears are watery and his voice cracks again.
My ears
He
are
says
watery.
without his eyes.
You said ears.
I said ears.
Yes, you did say ears. And we got it on recording, so you can't refute it.
I can.
Alright, we're ready.
And she will.
Yeah.